Bless the Lord, Damien Parrott here, founder of the Vallejo Training Center, where I help believers in Vallejo stop going to church and start being the church. I remember what it was like when I first started looking for a church in Vallejo. Everyone made it seem easy, but that wasn't the case for me. I was always asking questions like, can you show me that in the Bible? And once I started to really pay attention, really pay attention to what others were doing, I soon learned that they too were making many of the same mistakes that I was making. I now know if you're a beginner, I can almost guarantee you're already making many of these mistakes. Or if you haven't made them already, you will make them soon. And once you start making these mistakes, you're going to find out that finding a church in Vallejo can be expensive, time-consuming, and painful, unless, of course, you learn how to avoid these mistakes. This is too important for trial and error. You don't have time to learn this the hard way, via the school of hard knocks like I did. Instead, learn from my mistakes and keep watching. Mistake number 1, seeking a church that is trying to get folks saved. Almost everyone I know who is serious about God ends up making this very mistake. That's because it has the appearance of being biblical. If you give the Great Commission even a cursory glance, it even seems logical. Turns out, that's wrong. You should be making disciples instead. Mistake number 2, thinking church is a place to go rather than a place to become. I made this mistake for years, getting dressed up on Sunday morning to go to church. Let me save you from thinking the same thing. Instead of putting your time, energy, and money into a church building, try becoming the church instead. You'll see much better results. Mistake number 3, not inspecting fruit. We count cars in the parking lot, behinds in seats. But is that fruit? Most people don't even realize they're making this mistake until it's too late. You can avoid this by taking everything you see and hear back to the Bible to validate it. Are disciples being made? And are they being trained to do the same thing? Or is the entire congregation simply weekly spectators at someone else's ministry? Mistake number 4, being ignorant of Satan and his devices. If you have been blindsided by the conduct of professional clergy, then you're probably making this mistake. Satan has strategically placed his own ministers in pulpits, seminaries, and TV programs throughout the world. 1 Corinthians 11 gives us more insight into this. So next time, give everyone in authority proper respect, but inspect their fruit. Make sure that their lives and their words both line up with Scripture, and see if you don't get better results. Mistake number 5, falling into the worship trap. I've saved the best for last. That's because the mistake of thinking the purpose of church is worship is so prevalent and deeply rooted that many people would not have even been able to make it until this point. The common teaching that praise and worship are synonymous can have catastrophic implications. Praise, singing, clapping can all be part of worship, but at the end of the day, they're almost free. Worship, on the other hand, requires sacrifice. More accurately, death. Take a glance at Romans chapter 12. There is a huge danger in using the same terminology but subtly altering its meaning. Worship is an integral part of the life of the church, but it is not the life of the church. However, you can completely avoid the worship trap by understanding the church has been substituted in so many ways it's often unrecognizable. The mission of the church is to make disciples, and any and every time believers get together is for training to carry out the mission of the church. Go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back for watching the whole video, because now that you know the top 5 Vallejo church mistakes and how to avoid them, you'll be miles ahead of those who have not seen this video. So I challenge you to take this newfound knowledge and confidence and be the change Vallejo needs. So until the next time, fight courageously, take action, and accomplish the impossible with God.
Oh, hello. Have you finished watching our video? Well, that's wonderful. Now, here's a secret. You can get even more useful information by clicking the link below. Go ahead, click it. It's right there. I don't see you clicking. You're not clicking, are you? Ah, now you click. Now that's better. There you go. I see you there.